Hey, what's up guys? Michelle here and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, hey, I have a new background-ish. I decided to paint my wall, my garage wall. If you guys didn't know, my entire setup is in my garage. I usually have backdrops, but I'm kind of sick and over of the colored backdrops just because it's so much more stressful because you have to kind of like base your look around it. And like sometimes it just gives me a headache and I'm like, So the white background that I had actually got stained and then I got another one and it's way too hard to get the wrinkles out. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So I told myself, I'm like, you know what? There's a plain wall. It was just really dirty. I mean, it's a garage wall. So I just dug up some old paint from when we moved into the house and I just painted the wall behind me. So for today's video, as you can see, I look a hot mess. It's going to be my current favorites video. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with. I'm just gonna do kind of like an eye look that I've been going towards a lot. Before we get started, I was gonna do my hair before I started, but I was like, if I wait till my hair dries and I do my hair, by the time it's done, I'm gonna be too lazy to film. So before we start, my hair's kind of damp and I'm just gonna spray it with this spray. Now this spray has been honestly a favorite of mine since, I don't even remember, since probably middle school. My mom used to use it. Well, no, she still uses it. I don't even think she uses it anymore, but we used to use this so much when I was younger and I've just never let it go. And this is the Smooth and Shine Polishing Spray-On Polisher spray. And this is what it is. There it is, right there. Hello in all its glory. This has been my hair secret for the longest. I put this on when my hair is wet, kind of like a detangler, and I put it on when it's like really dry and just like kind of dull. I literally just spray it on and I let my hair dry and it dries out so nice. Honestly, I'm never gonna let it go. So to get started on my face, I'm going to moisturize. Now this moisturizer, I go back and forth on just because it's really moisturizing. Does that make any sense? Sometimes it's just a little too much and it can like really make my face oily. But since I've been working like crazy lately, my skin is a little more on the dry side. And this is the Pond's Cream Nourishing Moisturizer. And I've used this on my channel before, but a very, 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 very long time ago. But lately I've been reaching for this to moisturize my face. I just like to put this all around. If you can see my eyebrows, guys, oh my gosh. I do my own eyebrows just because, I don't know, I just do and it just works out that way better. And I use these little like razors. And I've never messed up, ever. Today, I went to clean my eyebrows before I started filming, and I basically shaved off half of like this eyebrow. Can you tell? I think you can tell. All right, so for the next product of my current favorites, now we're moving on to brows. This is the ColourPop Brow Boss Pencil. I grabbed this at Ulta because it was $5, and I'm like, how bad can this be? Usually I'm a NYX micro brow type of girl, but this has been my go-to and I don't think I'm ever gonna go back because it's so cheap and it works so good like every other brow. And I use the color Dark Brown and I love it. I can do my brows super quick and it lasts all day. So I'm just gonna do my brows really quick off camera and I'll be right back because we all know how long brows take, and especially after I totally fucked this one up, it's probably gonna take me a while, so I'll be back. And there you go, we have some brows on. So for brows, obviously I just told you guys I used my ColourPop Brow Boss Pencil. And what I like to use to clean my brows and what I have been reaching for the past like literally months has been the Wet n Wild Concealer. And this one is in 843B Medium Peach. And I find that concealers like this, like kind of really close to my foundation color, just looks a lot better when I clean my brows because I personally don't like that kind of like white cast under your arch of your brow. I like it to look very seamless and natural. And what I also like to prime my eyes with is a very close color to my foundation, obviously a little lighter to prime my eyes because I just don't like a very white base. So yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to do one eye off camera and then come back just so we have some direction as to where we're going. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just going to prep my eyes with some concealer and I'm not going to set it. I am going to put eyeshadow right on the wet concealer. Obviously not right away, I do let it kind of sit for a bit, but for the most part I like to not set my concealer anymore. I don't do it, I don't even think about it, just because it just gives a much better color payoff and the colors stick out so much more when you do your eyeshadow. Trust me sis, try it. It feels really weird at first and it's gonna take some time to get used to, but it's so good. Okay, so I got one eye done, as you guys can see. I also decided to let my hair down because I look too much of a hot mess with my hair up. I'm sorry if I keep on looking at the viewfinder. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is looking right. But yeah, so for my eyes, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, and also for my brows, my ultimate favorite for I don't know how many months has been the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. Look, when it comes to brow gels, I'm sure that the Anastasia Brow Gel is amazing, but it's just too overpriced. And this one is so cheap and it's so good. And I'm sure there's even cheaper ones that do a better job. Look, I don't know, but to me a brow gel is just gel for your eyebrows, and I don't think you need to break your buck for it. And for the eyes today, we'll be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. Yes, it's a favorite. Am I basic? Yes. I feel like when I first got it, I used it a lot and then I kind of forgot about it, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I lost it because I took it when I went to Vegas for EDC and it was actually in my luggage for a couple months because I didn't even really unpack after EDC. So I found it because I thought I lost it, and then I started using it again and I haven't been able to let it go. This palette is so good and I've been dying for the James Charles palette. Has anyone gotten it? Tell me about it. If the formula is just like the Jaclyn Hill palette, then honestly that palette must be a dream. So to get started, I kind of let the concealer kind of set on my face. I am going to go in with my Morphe E22 brush and I'm going to go in with the shade, what? This is hard. Wait, how does that make any sense? The colors are backwards. Did anybody notice that? So I'm going for the color Butter. You see the color is over here, but the color is here. Ooh. T. No, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with the shade Butter, which is this color right over here, and it's like kind of like a really light peach color. And what I'm gonna do with this color is I'm going to start patting this color in. Right there like this. So it's important. Yeah, it's important when you're not, well, if you're not going to set your base on your eye, to first, with your first color, to pat it in first before you blend it. So don't get the color and start blending it because it's gonna be a hot mess. Trust me, I've tried. So what you're gonna want to do is take your first color and just pat it. Just pat it around just so you can get the color on your eye. And then once you start getting the color, then you can start blending out. I still like to use more of patting motions than blending, just because it just works out that way and it's a lot easier. And then start doing windshield wiper motions just to start distributing that color all around. And then I like to bring it up. So yeah, so all I've been doing is just slowly putting that color everywhere. So what I did before was just pat in the color and then you start bringing it all around, or really wherever you want the color. So you see how little by little we just blended this entire color out. I love this color. Okay, wonky ass eyelash, hello. And then the color that I'm going to take is the color MFEO. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Then I'm gonna take this color right here, and what I'm gonna do, and this is my Morphe M519 brush, and what I'm gonna do with this color is I'm going to start patting that right here around my inner corner and kind of like start pushing it back. And as you can see on this eye, we want to go for kind of like that. It goes from light to smoky. So that's why I'm going in with it's basically the same color if you really stare at it. This one's just a little lighter. So it's just a light peach. I'm going to put that right here up front. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start building up the browns. And honestly, my favorite blending brush right now at the moment has been the Morphe M504 brush. It almost looks exactly like my Morphe M501 brush, which is the highlighting brush that I use. Now this one is just a really big fluffy blending brush. Oh my goodness, it's a dream. I'm just gonna go in with the shade Pukey from the palette. Honestly, this color is my favorite color in this entire palette. And then as you can see, after you blend all those colors in together, you get this beautiful, beautiful light brown shade, and I am obsessed. And now to start deepening my eye around the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe R39 brush, and the color that I'll be using is, hold on because it's on the opposite side, is Chip, is it? Mocha. So the color that I'll be using is kind of like this brown shade right over here. What I'm going to do is kind of tilt my head back, and right there on my outer corner, on my crease, I'm gonna start blending in that color. Right there on the socket. I've said before in a previous video, the perfect way to find your crease is if you tilt your head back and then you kind of like feel out the socket of your eye. Blend that in, focusing again on the outer corner so it goes from light to dark. So I'm gonna focus that right here, more on the outer corner. And what I like to do is kind of relax my eye just so I know how it's gonna look when I'm done, because sometimes when I do it like this, I'll like over blend, and then when I relax my eye, it's like all over the place. So sometimes I like to do this just because of out of habit, but for the most part, I like to just relax my eye and just see how it's gonna look when I relax my eye. And now to darken it up a little bit more, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E17 brush, and I'm going to go in with the color right next to it, which is Chip, which is this one right over here. And what I'm gonna do is the same thing, but a little bit more precise. I'm gonna go right here on the socket and just put in that color. You can literally feel out the socket of your eye, and that's your crease right there. And then I'm gonna go back in with my R39 brush, and I'm gonna just keep on blending that out. And then to kind of make the colors pop more, I'm gonna go in with Pukey, and I'm gonna just pat that right here up front, just so the color can pop out more. And then for liner, I'm just going in with my Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This isn't really a favorite, it's just one that I always go for because honestly, liquid liner is liquid liner to me. And I'm just going to really, 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 really lightly line my lash line, because then we're going to smoke it out with some shadow. And then once I'm done lining my lash line, what I'm going to do is go in with my Morphe M432 brush and the shade Chip, and I'm going to just smudge that lash line right where I put the eyeliner to give it that really, really nice smoked out look. And also a favorite has been this mascara. Really, really weird for this to be a favorite, but this is actually a Forever 21 mascara, and this is the volumizing and defining mascara. I don't know why. I love the formula, and especially the brush itself. It's just amazing. It separates my lashes beautifully, and it also curls and lengthens. It's the weirdest thing ever. I don't know. I don't even know why I ever picked this mascara up, but it just gives my lashes such a nice lift, and I really have no eyelashes. It's like they're non-existent, and even without eyelashes on, I love the way my lashes look just with this mascara, and it dries out really nicely, and it's waterproof, but it doesn't feel like a waterproof mascara, but it lasts like a waterproof mascara. And for lashes, I'm going in with my Lily Lashes in the style Miami. Now I know these are pricey, these are like almost $30, but it's so worth it. I always try to go to more affordable lashes just because, you know, spending that much on lashes is ridiculous, but I always end up going back to Lily Lashes. I feel like they last so long, they look so beautiful and so natural, and you can wear them so many times. It's insane. Now we're gonna move on to face. Now, as far as primer, I haven't really had like a for real favorite, but the one that I haven't stopped picking up, so I guess you can say is a favorite, I'm going in with a very affordable primer. Let me clean it up a little bit. And this is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. The last time I used this, I can't even tell. Like, I've been using it all throughout the month, but the last time that I really used it was probably about a year ago when I did a face full of e.l.f. products, and I said that this smelled like pink lemonade. I still stand by it. Like, if you know that really potent smell of pink lemonade, this is exactly what it smells like. A couple weeks back when I was cleaning out my makeup, I was like, why don't I try this? Because I was gonna throw it away, and then I haven't been able to let it go. A little bit goes a long way, and again, I like to warm it up in my hands and put it all over my face, really, because it's hydrating, but it fills out your pores and it smooths everything out so nicely. The problem that I've been having with primers lately has been that, yeah, they like smooth out my pores, but it kind of leaves my skin really dry. And my Maybelline Baby Skin has been making my skin still a little dry, like it kind of makes it look flaky. This e.l.f. one is the perfect combo of smoothing out your skin and hydrating. It feels so good. And for foundation, this is an oldie but a goodie. I'm sorry guys that I don't have new products, but these have just been the products that I've been reaching out for. Has been my Maybelline Matte and Poreless. You can never go wrong with this. I love the 24-hour Stay Matte All Day one, but I feel like that one it's really lightweight, but compared to this one, it's insane. The coverage is almost the same. This one is not as full coverage as the super matte all day 24-hour Maybelline one that I love to use. This one just feels like skin. It sets so perfectly. It lasts all day. Like, you can never go wrong with this. When I want to have a full glam face, but I don't want to feel like I have that much makeup on, this is my go-to. And are you guys ready for a favorite? This is a favorite. This is a real favorite. Now, did I have any business at all buying a sponge this big? Absolutely not. Is it necessary? Yeah. Look at this sponge, please, ladies and gents. Look how big this fucking sponge is. Now, this sponge is from Real Techniques. I forgot it. So there was some girl on it. I don't know. I guess it's like a limited edition one, but this is supposed to be for face and body for when you like self-tan, but hello, who cares? This sponge, I think it costs like, what, like $7? Worth it. This is the usual Real Techniques one, and this is the big one. It has been honestly one of the best products that I've bought in a real long time. It just, you'll see, it just evenly distributes your foundation so quickly, and I love this. I think out of everything that I'm using today, this has been my favorite. Just cause I get so lazy sometimes when it comes to putting on foundation. And honestly, I think you even use less product than you would with because I feel like with a regular blending brush, you have to constantly go back and pick up product. With this, you just keep on going, sis, and you just don't stop. And now to set my face and my under eyes, my ultimate favorite, I think out of all of this, have I said this before? I don't know, has been the Cover FX translucent perfect setting powder. Guys, that I'm actually pretty upset I didn't get the full tub. This translucent powder feels so good on my skin. It just leaves this beautiful smooth canvas. This one feels like satin on the skin, and it doesn't leave flashback, and I love it. I got it because I watched Jaclyn Hill's most recent favorites video, and she raved about it, and I trust Miss Jaclyn, so I got the powder and I do not regret it at all. So I'm gonna put this under my eyes. It just feels so smooth, and then I'm gonna put it all around my face. And now for bronzing and contouring is another really old favorite, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. I can't even tell, I don't even want to tell you how old this is, but I mean, if it still works, I'm still gonna use it. I always go back to this. It's an oldie but a goodie, and I'm gonna go in with the shade, I think this is Fawn, I don't know, but my two favorite colors in this palette are this one and the banana one. I used to literally use the banana shade so much. As you can see, I hit pan a long time ago, and my first ever highlighter that I've ever used is this one right here in this palette. I will never ever forget. I was going out with some friends and I was like, is this supposed to be highlighter? Like, what is this? And then I used it, and that's my first highlighter, so it holds a big place in my heart. So I'm just gonna go in with that shade from the palette, and I'm just gonna kind of contour my face. And I'm using the Morphe E3 brush. And then for blush, this blush has been, I haven't been able to let it go. I'm not a big fan of blushes, but this one, not too mauvey, not too peach. And this is the Note Blush in Desert Rose. I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna put that on my cheeks. And for highlighter, my current favorite has been the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this is in Crown of My Canopy. I remember when these were, like, when they just came out, they were such a thing. Like, look at that. It's like a perfect rose gold highlighter. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just going to highlight everywhere. I'm gonna go in with some liner, some black eyeliner, if I can find my black eyeliner. This is my Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. I personally like to use my gel eyeliner before I put the eyeshadow. I know some people like to smoke out their lash line and then put their eyeliner. I just feel like putting the eyeliner first just kind of blends out with the colors under your lash line a lot better. And then to smoke out my lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the Luxie 223 short shader brush, and I'm gonna go in with all the colors that we used. So first I'm gonna go in with Pookie, which was kind of like that orangey burnt brown shade. And I'm gonna start blending that right under. And now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M42 brush again with the darker shade, and I'm just gonna be smoking out my lower lash line. And then to finish the eyes off, I'm just gonna go back in with my Forever 21 Amazing Mascara, and I'm just gonna coat my bottom lashes really, really heavily. I have been loving the dramatic lower lash look lately. And my last favorite for the eyes, this one's gonna be really weird, but has been this My Little Pony and ColourPop shadow palette. Guys, this shade right here, right there, I have not been able to stop using on my inner corner highlight for every single possible look. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you've noticed that I've been using the same inner corner highlight color, and it's literally been that one. And my favorite brush to be using for like inner corner highlights has been my Morphe M508 brush. And what I like to do is just literally the littlest goes a long way, and then I just put it right here. What? Like seriously? And it just gives any makeup look like the most beautiful pop, because it's like a white kind of holographic color. Oh, it's so pretty. So my current lip favorite has been this lip liner from Frankie Rose, and this is an Apple Spice. These lip liners are so creamy and they last all day and they don't smudge, which is the most important part. And I just put this all around my lips. I don't even use a lipstick or liquid lipstick. I just use this all around as a color, and I love it. And now to set my face, another current favorite. When I first got this, I actually did not, well, I'm using a lot of favorites from BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm, hey, sponsor me. This is the Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist. When I first got this, I didn't really like it because it's kind of heavy and kind of thick, if that makes any sense. So I didn't really like it, and again, it would make my skin kind of oily. Now this to set my face recently has been so amazing. Once you spray it, you just feel it kind of like set right into your face, and it makes your makeup set so beautifully on the skin, and it just looks like your actual skin. So I'm just gonna set my face with this, and that completes today's look. And yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this new little setup I got going on. I mean, I worked hard painting this damn wall. I see now why people drink when they paint. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos every single week. I know this is not a keto video for all of my people who subscribe to my channel for keto videos. I like beauty and keto. That's what we like over here. If you guys do purchase or try one of these products that I mentioned today in my favorites video, make sure to leave it down below. Let me know if you liked it or not. Also, be sure to follow me on my Instagram and all of my other social medias that I always leave linked down below. If you have any questions on keto, on makeup, feel free to DM me. I always DM back. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see you on my next one. Mwah!